Are you holding on to something that's holding you back? Take the first step to freedom and learn how to let go in just 5 minutes a day. We've all been there, stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions, unable to move on from a painful experience. But the truth is, holding on to grudges and past hurts is like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders. It's exhausting, and it's preventing you from living the life you deserve. So, let's talk about forgiveness and letting go, and how you can start to release the burdens of your past. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. People think it means forgetting what happened, or excusing the person who hurt them. But that's not what it's about. Forgiveness is about releasing the negative emotions associated with a particular experience. It's about letting go of the anger, the resentment, and the pain. When you forgive, you're not doing it for the other person. You're doing it for yourself. You're taking back control of your emotions and your life. Think of it like this: when you're holding on to a grudge, you're giving the person who hurt you power over you. You're allowing them to dictate how you feel. And that's not a healthy or empowering place to be. So, how do you start to forgive and let go? It begins with acknowledging your emotions, recognizing how you feel, and giving yourself permission to feel that way. It's okay to be angry, it's okay to be hurt, and it's okay to take the time you need to process your emotions. But it's also important to recognize that holding on to those emotions is not going to change the past. It's not going to make the person who hurt you sorry, and it's not going to bring you closure. Closure comes from within. It comes from making the decision to let go and move on. Now, this doesn't mean it's easy. Forgiveness is a process. It takes time, effort, and patience. But the good news is you can start to forgive and let go in just 5 minutes a day. One way to start is by practicing mindfulness. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let go of any thoughts or distractions. As you sit, bring to mind the person or experience that's been weighing on you, and instead of dwelling on the negative emotions, try to cultivate a sense of compassion and understanding. Remember, the person who hurt you is human. They made a mistake, and they're probably struggling with their own issues. When you can see things from their perspective, it's easier to let go of the anger and the resentment. Now, this doesn't mean you have to forget what happened, or that you have to reconcile with the person. It just means you're taking back control of your emotions and your life. Another way to forgive and let go is by writing down your thoughts and feelings. Sometimes, putting your emotions on paper can be really helpful in processing and releasing them. Try writing a letter to the person who hurt you, but don't send it. This is just for you. Write down everything you're feeling, all the anger, the hurt, and the resentment. Then, take a step back and try to see things from a different perspective. What did you learn from the experience? How did it shape you into the person you are today? When you can find the lesson in the experience, it's easier to let go of the negative emotions and move on. It's also important to practice self-care. Take care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. When you're feeling good about yourself, it's easier to let go of the past and move on. So make time for activities that bring you joy, that make you feel alive, and that help you relax. Whether it's reading, hiking, or practicing yoga, make time for the things that nourish your mind, body, and soul. And don't be afraid to reach out for support. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a therapist about what you're going through. Sometimes, just sharing your story with someone who cares about you can be really helpful in processing and releasing your emotions. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if the person who hurt me doesn't deserve my forgiveness? What if they're not sorry? Or what if they don't even remember what they did? The truth is, Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. It's about taking back control of your emotions and your life. When you forgive, you're not excusing the other person's behavior. You're just releasing the negative emotions associated with the experience. And remember, forgiveness is a process. It takes time, effort, and patience. It's not something you can force or something you can do overnight. But with consistent practice and self-care, you can start to let go of the past and move on. It's also important to recognize that forgiveness is not a one-time event. It's a journey. You may need to forgive the same person or experience multiple times, and that's okay. It's like peeling an onion. You may need to peel back multiple layers before you can get to the core of the issue. But with each layer, you'll become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. And remember, forgiveness is not just about the big things. It's also about the small things. It's about forgiving yourself for your mistakes, forgiving others for their minor transgressions, and forgiving life for its ups and downs. As you continue on this journey of forgiveness and letting go, remember to be patient and kind to yourself. It's a process, and it's okay to take your time. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up or if you find yourself dwelling on negative emotions. Just acknowledge the setback and gently bring yourself back to the present moment. And don't forget to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Every time you choose to forgive and let go, you're taking a step closer to freedom and happiness. In conclusion, forgiveness and letting go are powerful tools for healing and growth. By releasing the negative emotions associated with past experiences, you can take back control of your emotions and your life. Remember, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. It's about taking care of yourself and moving on. So, start today, take the first step to freedom, and learn how to let go in just 5 minutes a day. And if you want to learn more about how to forgive and let go, check out our next video on the power of self-compassion and mindfulness.